Power up the ship. Retract landing gear. Request departure. Spool quantum drive. Spool quantum drive. Initiate jump. Nope, 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 nope. All right.
Quantum drive deactivated.
All right, sounds good. Looks good. Everything's good. Good morning, YouTube. How are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Live stream's just now starting. I know there's nobody connected right now, but still, if you're watching this at a later date, or if you're watching this starting from the beginning at a later time, just saying good morning to you. Gonna do some 4th of July stuff today. I think I'm gonna blow some stuff up, fly a lot of bounty missions, maybe go first-person shooter with some bunkers with some friends. Just depends on who shows up today. We shall see how it goes. But, yeah.
Quantum drive activated.
Let's do this.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Oh, it's doing that again. Way fun. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Let's do this. All right.
Quantum drive.
When I bounty hunt,
activated.
I tend to set my regen point at crew
Quantum
L1,
drive deactivated.
and I operate out of Port Olisar, because I think personally the bounties around Port Olisar tend to be the better bounties as far as difficulty and quick and easy access. Because let's face it, when you go to the bounties on... Who locked me? You're shitting. Deploy landing gear.
Lowering landing gear.
Request landing.
Requesting docking clearance.
Okay.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, a little bit of lag. I guess that's because Xenothreat's running.
Landing gear deployed.
So, as I was saying, the reason why I like running bounties around Crusader is most of the bounties are going to be space-based. Those that are around a planet or those are around the moon, not the main planet, but the moons actually run the bounties. The moons are small, so if you get one out in the middle of nowhere, quote-unquote, it doesn't take you 10 years to fly there at sublight. Like, if you go to Microtech. No, I'm not. If you go to Microtech, they'll throw a bounty at you that is 100 kilometers or more away from the nearest quantum point. And it's a slog. You have to fly all the way there.
Landing
And it's
complete.
continual. You fly there, you do the bounty, then you warp out, you quantum out, you get another bounty, and they do it to you again and again. The ones at Arc, Area 18... Ooh, somebody blew up. The ones at Area 18 are the same way.
Engines
The ones
inactive.
at Lorville are the same way. Hurston. It's just because Crusader is a gas giant and doesn't have any land masses, there's no place for people to hide on Crusader. So they go to the moons, and the moons are small, relatively speaking. And that being said, it makes it a hell of a lot easier for you to get from one bounty to the next. And let's face it, a lot of bounties are in the asteroids surrounding Yella, which is excellent to learn and develop better piloting skills, especially if you fly decoupled, because you can actually get into that asteroid belt. You have to be mindful of all the asteroids. You have to maneuver around the asteroids. You have to learn how to pull people away from attacking you. And
Launch complete.
this again. Okay. So I turned my engines off, and you just saw that. There's the pad. I just launched into the air. This happens with the 300 series quite a bit in this patch. I don't know why.
Engines active.
Request landing.
Requesting landing
That request
platform.
has already been granted.
So it's not registering me as having landed. Request landing.
Requesting landing
You are
pad.
clear to launch.
Okay. Let's just do this. Let's go straight down. Not giving me the warning that I'm blocking.
Warning, collision nadir. Landing complete.
Engines off.
Engines inactive.
Engines
Get out of the seat.
offline.
Active.
The engine's turned back on. Ah, how interesting. But I didn't launch off into space, so that's a good thing. So anyhow, I was saying, again, my opinion is my opinion. It doesn't necessarily reflect what you think, what you feel. You might like the way that Lorville looks, or you might like the way that the bounties run around Area 18, or you might love flying in the really thick, dense atmosphere around Microtech. And those are all valid and reasonable opinions. I'm just giving mine based on how much time I want to spend going to my bounty, based on how much time I want to spend cycling through bounties, no pun. Because the purpose of the bounty for me at this point in time is just grinding reputation so that I can get all the way through. So, as always, my friends and I, when we fly bounties, my org mates and I,
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval
typically
System.
we fly out of what's soon to be Seraphim Station, but is currently Port Olisar. So I'm going to put away the 315P. So grinding bounties for reputation just means I'm jumping to from one to another directly as fast as I can. And the extra money you make from killing all the people in the bounty, inconsequential. Just inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. So, that being said, my friend Rico, he's funny. He's British, so he posts today, Happy Treason Day, Ungrateful Colonials. So I posted a picture of the signing of the Declaration with the original Brexit, July 4th, 1776. July 4th, 1776, British. Just saying you're independent doesn't make it true. Thomas Jefferson, response, I didn't say it, I declared it. And then a picture of Thomas Jefferson in 1776. This man wrote history's most epic breakup letter. Hashtag American greatness. And then I did a mic drop gif. And so he throws down a gif of a lady in an American flag bathing suit, catching a Bud Light on a beach, cracking it, foam everywhere, drinking it, and at the bottom it says America. So, yeah, Rico. That's my bud. So I'm going to jump over. I am actually in One Nut's server, One Nut Supreme's Discord. So if you don't follow One Nut on YouTube, you should. And I'm just I'm not riding on his coattails, but we share a lot of the same video content creation time, and we share a lot of the same viewers. So I have my Discord, but nobody's joining it. So what the hell? I'll jump in on his. So, anyways, running bounties out of anywhere. When you're grinding rep, you're not worried about making money. You're just worried about getting your reputation. So let's take a look at my reputation. Right now, I'm at a level 4, started about 1/4 of the way, let's call it. I'm senior guild member. And that's fine. I want to get to 6. I want to max out. And that also, as I'm doing things, I earn in Crusader. So with Crusader, I get the security is for ground base or bunker missions. Bounty hunting is, of course, for bounty hunting. So you get a bonus payout from security, Crusader security, 5% for every mission I do. I get 5% more at level 3, and I'm going to work my way all the way up to level 6, I hope. With the Bounty Hunters Guild, it just opens up contracts. So with the 5% additional money, and this isn't about making money, this is about making reps so that I can get the high-level stuff, which are fun to fly with friends, especially group ERTs, the whole 9 yards. With the higher levels, it's a lot of fun to fly with a group of friends, and it's not really about the money, it's about practicing your vehicle-to-vehicle dogfighting combat. So always I go to the contract manager, and I try to go to the mercenary tab and grab a call to arms. That's 500 Alpha UEC per person you wipe out in the process of executing your bounty. But I don't worry about wiping them all out. I just put it there and get a little bit of extra cash for everybody. So I accept that. I go back to General and I go into Bounty Hunter, and right now I have a training certificate because they reset our rep. So I'm going to take this one. It's going to take me to Valyria, which sucks. So I'll accept it. And I'm going to track it. I forgot they reset. Damn it. Alright, so got to start the grind from the beginning. Now, I do this one, it's going to open up the next one, next level, and I'll do that one. And it's going to open up the next level, I'll do that one until I get back to where I was. Dorothy Bean.
Welcome
If you're talking,
to the
I don't
aSOC
hear you.
vehicle retrieval system.
Leaving and joining again doesn't fix your microphone, dude.
Hello?
There you go. There we go.
I
Vehicle
hate
select.
that
Your
sometimes.
vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Happy 4th, man.
Happy 4th to you as well.
Yay, we have to grind rep again.
What do you mean?
Well, apparently when they did that little micro reset, when they did the hotfix, they reset everybody's rep for bounty hunting.
When did they do a hotfix?
When they went from 0 to 1. 319.0 to 319.1. Yeah, they reset everybody's rep.
That happened a while ago.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize that they did. So I was mining, through that whole thing because I was trying to do the C2 thing. So that I go, 4th of July, I'm going to blow shit up, right? Speaking of blowing shit up, somebody just blew up at Port Ollie. Hi, dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 4th of July. I'm going to blow stuff up, right? So I
Yeah,
go
lovely.
and I reset everything, and then I realize, oh shit! Now I've got to prove myself yet again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the Hornet Ghost.
Oh, yes. I'm already horny. Tell me about it.
Maui, run. I joke.
I know you. I know.
Those of you on the stream, Maui is his German Shepherd, so power up the ship.
Yeah, no. I've been playing with the new sticks, trying to get them situated.
Stand by.
What I do like is that there's a toggle on the bottom of them to switch them from left to right-handed,
Systems
which helps.
Yeah. Don't forget to, once you've got them set up, to put that plastic shit on for the thumb rest, because it's very essential. Otherwise, it's going to feel weird and uncomfortable.
Oh, it's already on there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it came with the leather ones on there.
Got you.
Yeah.
So I would recommend if you want, oh shit, somebody flying an Eclipse and they're flying it like an idiot. God, if you're going to spend that much money on a ship, learn how to fly the damn thing.
You seem to think people have common.
He just ejected.
I'm not surprised, honestly.
Okay. So anyhow,
Well, I'm in Grimhex. I don't remember ending up here, but it's been a hot minute.
Let me set up my MFDs. But I was going to tell you, if you want a really good set of presets for the sticks, buzzkills for the T1600s are actually the best to start with, and it has a big chart that you can tweak it. You can look at the chart and go, well, I don't like that. Well, I don't like that, and you can tweak it. But to have so you don't have to spend hours doing all the presets. Go download some. That's what I recommend.
Oh yeah, I mean the ones that I have that came on there by default are fine for now. Let's be fair. These are a stepping stone until I get my VKBs again. So I mean, which will happen in a couple of weeks. I will have your 600i for you by the week's end, hopefully. For you, I don't need Ivan to.
I cannot express the amount of excitement that I have in my heart right now.
I don't need Ivan showing up at my house to break my legs.
Ivan will not show up at your house to break your legs. It will simply be that you'll be standing there at work one day and everything will go dark suddenly and you will be in hell.
I already live in hell, so I mean.
Well, then it won't be much of a change for you. Just saying.
I'm just gonna hear Davy Jones. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm not worried about it, man. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
You get it. You get it. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me take off here. Request departure.
Yes,
You are
my
clear to load.
commander.
No, I finally finished the
Launch
Harry
meeting.
Potter book series.
Affirmative.
Audio
Stand
audiobooks.
by.
Finally.
You finally actually listened to the books or read the books?
Oh, I've been listening to them at work through on Audible. I have all 7 of them, and I've finally finished the Deathly Hallows.
Nice. So you
Yeah.
see how different they are than the movies.
Very much. Like I like Scrimjaw in the movies, but Scrimjaw in the book is just kind of a dick.
Well, he's really supposed to be a dick. They
Yeah.
underplayed him in the movies. They had to do that because of time and the detail. I mean, a lot of people, whoever hasn't read Harry Potter, my God, what fucking kind of rock are you living under? But the problem with books to movies is a lot of times, especially like with big, thick, detailed books like Tolkien and in this case Harry Potter, you have to cut a lot of crap out in order to make a cohesive 1.5 or 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
I am in your server, by the way.
You are in my server? What server?
The server you're on Star Citizen.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm 99% sure I have a crime stat. But we're gonna find out really quickly.
There's no 99% sure. There is a 100% certainty Darth has a crime stat because he stole an Idris yesterday, folks.
Okay. Stealing the Idris does not make me instantly a criminal.
In order to spawn the Idris, you must kill people.
No.
Liar.
The Eckhart's chain spawns it lawfully.
You live on a throne of lies.
To be fair, my crime spree is probably coming to an end because I have come to the realization that they have made the cockpit for the F8 part of the mesh,
Oh,
so you can no
can't
longer open it. No.
You posted too much bragging about being able to steal F8s, and they screwed you.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. They weren't going to fix it because they still haven't fixed the clipping issues with the Idris. I mean, obviously.
Well, the Idris is going to be a lot harder to get a hold of than, the F8. The F8 you can do solo. The Idris you require, multiple people.
Yeah, but
So,
it's still doable because they haven't bothered to fix it. They fixed the easy one because a lot of people could do it alone, and there was a lot of people taking F8s for joyrides.
Yeah.
Because people like you kept advertising.
Oh, yeah,
all
which
over
look
the
at that.
place.
CS5. Oh, yeah, that does not surprise me.
Well, we'll pay it off.
There's no paying off the charges.
Yeah, there is. Go to jail.
In prison?
Yeah, go to
Yeah, I gotta go to jail and be a murder hobo.
No, if you so I hear tell, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I hear tell that with the new loop, while you do get a hell of a lot more time on your jail sentence, you earn a lot more credits. Now I don't know because this patch I have not been in, but you will earn a lot more credits for running missions that cut your time significantly.
Nope.
You're shitting.
You will earn a max of 5,000 merits, where you used to earn a max of 15,000.
Okay, but doesn't each merit cut down your time more significantly than one, or is it the same?
Nope. It's the same.
Oh, it sucks to be a criminal now, huh?
Well, no, I just go play murder hobo. I just go play murder hobo down where there's no one fucking monitoring.
Okay, so I'm not tracking. How does that benefit you to get out of jail quicker?
So when you go down far enough into prison, you and the depths, you will eventually reach a point where the comma rate cuts out, and you can murder the NPCs down there, and they have gems in their backpacks. So I just, murder them and steal their shit out of their backpacks and go and sell it myself.
And get the merits for the gems.
Yeah. So it would take, an 18.5 hour prison sentence would take me 45 minutes doing it that way to get out.
Well, that's not bad, but it's also a gameplay
Yeah.
loop.
Yeah. I mean, it goes by a lot faster if I find a knife, you know, or a prison shank.
Yeah, have you figured out what a crime stat 5 base sentence is? Is it 18 hours or 22 hours or what is it?
Oh, we're gonna find out because I'm at a CS5.
Sure. But it takes them a long time to get you, man. Let's not lie.
Oh, I'm just at I'm at Port Ollie, so you know.
You're like, I don't care, kill me.
Whee!
The station killed you.
No, actually, surprisingly not. Woo! Yeah, now the station killed me.
Okay, I figured it would happen. But
I kind of I'll add the station.
We are live, just so you know.
Oh, I know. But there's like no one here but me.
It doesn't matter who's in the Discord.
No, I'm talking about actually watching your stream. I'm the only one.
Oh, hi.
Oh, wait, no. I'm back at Grimhex. What the fuck? Is the
Did you
Camare
suicide?
down? No, I hit the station and died.
That's why. If you die, even in Armistice, unless you're killed by a law-abiding citizen or an NPC, you go to Grimhex. You can blow up, you can eject your ship, you can commit backspace carry. You go to Grimhex. You have to be killed.
That's new.
Yes, that is new. It is part of the crime loop, though. It allows you to remain a criminal and not just because I died on accident, I smacked into a planet.
I'm just gonna go
to Grimhex.
I'm just gonna go turn myself in then at the fucking at the fucking kiosk.
In Grimhex?
Yeah.
You can do it there. Man, you'd think you couldn't.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you turn yourself in, if you get killed by a player or you get killed by an NPC, you go to prison. If you do not, you respawn at Grimhex.
If you turn yourself in, you get a 25% reduction in your sentence.
Oh, wow. So from 24 hours, you go down by what? I don't know.
16?
Yeah, you go down to 16, exactly. So that's not too bad, but hey.
Well, we're assuming that it's a 20-hour sentence. So we'll find out.
We figured out this whole new paradigm, this whole new dynamic when we were hunting a player the other day. He was at Grimhex, and he had a crime stat of like 5. We don't know why, but he kept flying out of Grimhex, and we'd chase him, and he'd suicide and reappear at Grimhex. And we're like, oh. And then he finally server hopped. And he ran. He took off, and he server hopped.
So my current sentence is 22 hours, 9 minutes, and 45 seconds. So what is so I mean that my sentence would have been what? 28 hours? Roughly?
At 25%.
Yeah. Probably 28,
I'm
27 hours.
I stop talking numbers. I'm mathing, dude. Come on. 22 plus 25%. Exactly 27.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darth maxed the sentence, man. That's the highest one I've heard so far. No, I'm sorry. 28 was the highest one I heard.
Well, which is what I would have had if I hadn't surrendered.
Fair.
You know, the surrender was just out of, you know, I didn't. It was the easiest way to get there.
I have no pity for you. You do this.
I don't either. Oh, I'm aware of that fact.
I mean, I'm not 100% law-abiding, straight-laced. You know, I get up to sketchy stuff, but I don't get caught. That's the thing. You're like, well, I'll just go. If I'm going to get a CS1 or a CS2, I might as well go whole hog. Go see
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm already wanted. Might as well, you know.
Well, you know, I like the new change. I'm going to be honest with you. I really enjoy the change because if somebody makes an accidental smack into another ship at a station, or they fire on the station on accident or friendly on accident, and they get a CS1 or 2, hey man, you're. It's like getting a speeding ticket. It's like, okay, I'll pay my fines, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, you pay your fines, you're done, you're good to go. Now I'm at Lyria.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a bounty here somewhere. I got to find his ass.
Take your time.
So I'm going to go to my map and take a peek for my bounty. Got to make sure nobody else has killed my bounty too.
Yeah.
'Cause that does happen.
So, I mean...
Somebody killed my bounty. What the fuck, over?
Did you at least get paid for it?
No. Let me see history.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I got paid
here's...
for it.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, they just did the job for you. Or it honestly could have spawned above a lawful turret.
Oh, shit.
What?
ERT complete. That was an ERT bounty. It completed.
That's great. Did you hear about my let's say. Did you hear about me bringing down an Arlington hammerhead with a fucking Nova from the ground?
No, I don't. I don't register those things. They're not in my gaming lexicon. I don't play those games, dude.
You don't play shooting the hammerhead with the Nova turret?
Yeah, no. That's play stupid games, win stupid prizes, man. No.
Hey, I lived. No, I lived. The hammerhead didn't.
I get it, man. You got lucky, but geez, Louise, it's like I said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I mean, it's the thrill a minute because the adrenaline rush. But geez, Louise,
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I
play
mean, it's
those
also the
games.
fact that they can't target ground vehicles for some reason.
Well, okay, that's kind of not going to be happening. It should not be happening anymore because the AI is supposedly going to target anything attacking. Supposedly. Because it was skipping. If you remember in 317, if you flew a snub fighter, you might not get targeted because you're a small target.
Yeah.
Or they might not be able to maintain lock because you're a small target. But they tried to lock you, but they didn't. They couldn't, right? So the same thing's going to have to start going for ground-based targets.
Ground vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if people start trying to circumvent getting shot at by NPCs by driving around in a Nova or, hell, in a Storm, you know, when they come out, or even a Tumbril, you know, what the hell, dude? That's literally cheating. I mean, it's taking advantage of it's an exploit, okay?
Yeah, you're exploiting the AI,
right.
You know?
It's an exploit against the game. The game's not targeting you. It gives you an unfair advantage. And I mean,
but at that same point, it was also one of those things of you know, the fucking ship kept flying into the armistice zone of the thing. So it was the only real option was to destroy, was to wait for it to come out, because otherwise he would just literally sit in the armistice zone.
Right.
So
yeah. And I see that they're talking big talk now about the AI blades for NPCs. That's going to be interesting because then if I'm online and I want to fly my, let's say just my Starfarer, right? I can put AI gunners in the turrets and feel relatively protected.
Yeah, imagine how nasty the Scorpiuses will be with AI blades.
Now all of a sudden I've got an AI gunner. And I wonder if you get the unlimited ammo hack from being an AI gunner.
That's a very good question.
I mean,
so
if I get the AI gunner hack and they don't use ammo, I'm putting ballistics on it. That's what I'm doing. Deploy.
You get the call from Darth. Hey, Chief, I need about 20 size 5 Gatlings and about 10 size 4 AD series Gatlings. Darth, why? Look outside to see the edges go by.
Yeah.
To the Pirates of the Caribbean music. Dun 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 dun.
Gosh, I fucking hate flying all the way out to a target location that's far, far away. Luckily, I have an Atlas in in the Hornet.
Yeah. You swapped out the EOS for the Atlas?
Yes, I like the speed on the Atlas, even though it's a couple of seconds faster.
Fair enough. Like I said, if it's got an EOS,
is about the same.
Yeah, if it's got an EOS in it, I just leave it. I don't feel like spending the extra credits.
I know, but you know me. Yeah. I've got this thing about every second I spend. This is a kind of the immersion thing. Every second I spend is a second that I'm not playing. Spend in transit is a second I'm not playing. So if I can shave 5 seconds off, it accumulates across time. And that's just my logic. It doesn't matter what other people think. It's what I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Deacon was surprised to hear that the Idris was
Who is
fast.
Deacon?
Deacon is a new guy that joined both our and OneNut's Discord off of a stream from the other day, I guess.
Okay, so let's talk about members from Discords and members from the streams, okay?
Yeah.
Mad respect, we all kind of met through OneNut's stream. But of late, there has been an influx of, and it's going to happen, an influx of, let's just say, less than savory people.
Yeah.
And we need to start being mindful of that. Oh, shit, the comma ray's down. I'm on Lyria, and there's no fucking comma ray. You are kidding me. Shit. Okay. Luckily, I'm in Armistice, so I'm okay here for right now.
Yeah. No, we've already had a run-in with that last night.
I heard, and that's what I'm bringing it up openly on my stream for, because look, I mean, there's rules. We have rules in both works, okay?
Yeah.
And one of the rules is what the rules basically boil down to is don't be a dick. And frankly, if people are going to act that way, they're going to get banned. They're going to get banned hard and fast.
Oh no, that was literally what the synopsis of the conversation was with Deacon. Is if you see someone do it again, doesn't matter which Discord it's in, let somebody who has is either has a staff role or has the one that profits role to know, because we won't deal with it.
Right, we will deal with it immediately, and that's why there's a core group of people that I trust implicitly. You, OneNut, Venus, and one other person that's not going to be mentioned because they don't play the game. They're on my server. They all have all have admin roles, administrators. You can do anything you want because I trust you, right?
Yeah.
But if somebody breaks my rules, and I'm an open Discord, right, and I have to post public rules, because of that, if anybody breaks it, I know that you or OneNut or Venus is going to handle it. I don't have a fear of that. But what Go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, see, come 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, after I've been up on my feed for 10 hours, having to pick the random fucking shit people order off of Amazon, my give a damn is busted.
I know. It's called having a job, dude.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, what I was getting at is, it doesn't matter to me who takes care of the problem. The problem will get taken care of. That's what the issue is. So, we're seeing.
I'm assuming Artsy is the other person you were talking about.
That's my wife. Yes.
Oh.
That's my wife.
So, I love her. I love her handle.
Yeah, Artsy Bish. Because she's got a degree in psychology, but she's working on her degree in graphic arts and design because she's very artistic and very creative. She has an Etsy that she's getting ready to build up. She makes Afghans, crocheted Afghans, and she sells them.
Like rugs?
No, Afghans like as in blankets made out of yarn.
Oh, interesting.
And they are very nice. I got to say, very nice. And she sells them. And she makes about one a month, and she builds up an inventory, and then she goes on and she sells them. And she's currently working on a commission work. She's doing a baby blanket for a friend, $80, which is a crib-sized baby blanket. An adult blanket is going to be like $150, bro. And this is like a month of her time, But she's in college. She has a full-time job, and she does a business on top of everything. She's fucking awesome. She's just an awesome human.
I mean, awesome lady for an awesome man, makes sense,
Dude, the ass kissing was a little much. I appreciate it, but it's a little much. No, I'm so fucking with you.
You were in the Navy. I'd hope you'd enjoy it. You know, a little bit.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, so my primary problem is not. We're building a really good core of not only viewers and fans and friends, but co-hosts.
We are gonna get those unsavory individuals every now and again.
We are. Can you give me 5 seconds while I'm in Quantum? I'm gonna go get some coffee and I'll be right back.
Oh, go for it. Go get that torpedo juice.
Quantum fuel is at 75%. Quantum fuel is at 50%.
All right, I'm back for a few minutes. I gotta pop the pork butt on, or the shoulder on the smoker, so I'll have to wait until that gets up to temp. I've got a little alarm on a thermometer. It's gonna tell me, it'll beep at me when the stuff's up to temp. Then I gotta throw the meat on, and that'll be just a minute.
So Maui apparently somehow locked himself in the bathroom.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yeah, I'm over here walking around like, where the fuck is the dog? And I look over, the bathroom door's closed. But he's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Quantum drive
So, I mean, you're relatively close into a big city with a high cost of living. Do you think it's going to be reasonable for you to find a decent place there? I'm just out of curiosity because I lived in that city, because I know what city it is.
Yeah.
And I lived in that city many years ago, and back even then, an apartment was like $800 a month, and that was back in the 90s, man.
Yeah, so I mean, because I have been looking, and you're looking, for a 1-bedroom,
Yeah.
$1,200 a month.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which isn't bad considering, if I'm working 60-hour weeks, that's $4K a month plus.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can sustain that, man. I'm serious. Then you have cost of fuel, and you have cost of transportation. You have cost of your utilities. You're just counting the rent for the apartment, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, no. Like I said, worst case scenario is I've also floated the idea of just paying rent and staying here.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I know that they have also mentioned, they wanted to clean out a couple of their, they have 2 condos, clean one of them out, and then I rent that out. Yeah. Lord knows when the fuck that will ever happen.
If it happens, right? Because it's so hard.
If.
It's very hard to divest yourself of a renter, right? So if there's somebody in the property, okay. Hold on a second. My timer just went off. Not my timer. My alarm. Give me 2 seconds. I got to put the meat on.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, no, like I said, so that is one thing that has been floated as a possibility.
Lowering gear.
Like I said, right now my whole thing is I have to get my license again. The one my license that I had was in my truck, and which got stolen. So, which I'm reliant on, Raiden's mom taking me to the DMV to do, which...
Yeah, have you thought about going on the website for your home state and requesting a replacement license because yours was stolen?
I don't know. I don't remember the information for it.
You don't have to. You just need to know your information, your social security, things like that. You can usually get a copy of your license sent to you, a new copy sent to you if you go to the website for the DMV.
So Oklahoma is very different with the way that their DMV is set up. It's not like California or Illinois. They're very outdated. Because I have looked at it, and it's just like
searching for landing platform.
It'd be more feasible for me just to redo the driving test, honestly, because it would. So the way that, because I had asked, because I'd actually called and asked, and they're like, well, no, you would have to come back and submit the documents, to verify.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that. I'm not going driving 13 hours just to turn back around. You can kiss my ass.
Well, that sucks. But I mean, you can get it there in your new state.
Yeah.
But you just got to get over there. You could take the bus there, right?
Yeah, but I need a car to take the actual driving test.
Oh, no. If you have a license in another state, you don't have to take the test, buddy.
That's not what they told me at the DMV.
That's been my experience, even going to Chicago, bro. Anywhere you live.
Then I was lied to.
As long as you have an active license that is not suspended in another state, you're not required to take the driving exam. If they can pull up your data from another state by taking your information, they will issue you a license at that point.
So my understanding, because I'd asked for that when I went to the DMV, is they have, in order to verify that, they have to require the physical license. like in your hand.
Nope, not anymore.
No.
Not because of the one ID thing that they did from federal law just a few years ago.
Landing complete.
That's
Yeah,
not
the
required
real
any
ID.
longer. Yeah, the real ID. It's not required any longer. As long as you've got a real ID in the state of Oklahoma, which you do, it's
Well,
in
I
the
have
system.
a state ID. I don't have the real ID.
That doesn't. It's state issued IDs are considered real IDs. They have a mark on them. In Florida and in Texas, it's a star. But they were required to go to real ID 10 years ago, 11 years ago now. I'm sorry. So every state is now a real ID state. So you should be able to show up, give them your pertinence. They pull up your record because it's they're all interconnected now. It doesn't matter what state you're in. If you have driving violations in state A and you move to state B, those violations follow you, by the way. That happens.
Interesting. Well,
So go down at the very minimum, you can get an ID card. That'll get you.
yeah, like I said, I've got my state ID. You know, I had to get one of those anyways because I moved.
Right.
So, yeah, I needed it for work, for I-9 and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have at least the bare minimum right now.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, getting to and from work isn't difficult. I mean,
Well, in a lot of towns anymore, the public transportation system is pretty good.
yeah. The only issue that I don't like about the public transportation here is they don't run on the fucking weekends for whatever reason. You know, which makes no fucking sense. So jumping back to question, what are your thoughts about the way that they're replacing Port Olisar?
Well, I'm not like most people. I'm not super sentimental. I will miss the ease of access of Port Ollie and whatnot. I'm kind of excited to see the updates because these are going to be the first.
You can't be fucking pad rammed anymore at Port Ollie.
This is true, but you can if you're doing a bounty drop-off because the bounty drop-offs are
True.
pads. Oh, yeah. They're out exterior pads. They're, like when you go to the Javelin, not the Javelin.
The Jericho.
The Jericho, thank you. The
Yeah.
exterior pads that have like those, you're going to have to take NPCs in these pods and walk them inside, right? But that's all exterior pads, man. So based on the video that I saw, and unless they recycled some footage from last year's SitCon, and we did see that footage on last year's SitCon, unless they recycled the footage, that's their intention. I'm kind of excited. I really am.
Yeah.
I want
It
to
looks
see the change.
good, Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
don't
with the whole
disagree.
pad ramming at those, I feel like I don't necessarily think that's going to be as big of an issue once the law enforcement stuff gets more updated, because eventually I think the game will be able to tell that you are, like I said, we'll figure it out.
You're going to get certain people excited about law enforcement updates. I'm going to tell you something. Stanton is not going to change. Stanton is always going to be this way.
It's absolutely not. I'm waiting for me to get my handcuffs and my stun baton, so I can just go into the
law
back.
enforcement.
Yeah, I can just go into the back of an alley of of Area 18 and find some poor sod and just start beating them for quote unquote resisting, and have like one under you walk by like, have you seen Darth? He's like, he's in the corner. Just stop resisting. Just start beating somebody. Like I said, it'll all work out.
What the fuck, over?
Oh, are we fucking in why?
I got nothing. I said, what the fuck, over?
I know.
I thought I had bought Soylent Green, but I didn't.
Oh.
At Port O. There goes somebody blowing up. Man, it's like 4th of July here. Wait, it is. People running into the Port O, getting blown up by the station, all kinds of fun stuff today.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting in prison till tomorrow, pretty much.
Yeah, are you doing the stabby?
Nah, wait a little bit. I've got plenty of things to do today that I can let that work off. I mean,
well, that
but yeah,
sucks.
no, like,
I mean, I was hoping we could all get together and run bounties and do fun shit today.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, nobody's.
It's blow up ship day.
Yeah, but again, we're the only ones up. When everyone else hops on, I'll hop on and just clear it. I mean, I used to take me 45 minutes.
You know, the problem is I because of the way the holiday fell this year, I cannot. I just literally cannot change.
You cut out, Chief.
I just literally cannot change my regular schedule. I get up early in the morning to go to work, and so I got up early today. If I were to have stayed up late last night and slept in today, then I'd be fucked up on Wednesday when I have to go back to work. So
yeah,
I literally am just following my normal schedule.
No, I'm very much kind of now they're fucking showing up unless you just bought those. Your Soylent Green.
Oh yeah. It's just showing up that I bought them. Yeah.
Yeah, the 10 of them that you just bought.
Yeah, I just bought some. I had to buy some Soylent, man. I'm like dying of thirst over here.
Yeah. No, I'd like to just, like I said, I don't mind working third shift anymore. I'm used to it sleep schedule wise. It's just gonna be getting used to the walking. So Sunday night or Monday morning, right? What happened was a bunch of our scanners said no more work, so we had to go up to the front and they labor tracked. This means they scanned our ID badge, which means our pick rate no longer matters.
Right.
Well, at 1:30 we have a paid lunch, a paid 30-minute break, which means we don't have to clock out. So me and my buddy Jaron realized we never had a clock out, so we're still labor tracked, and we both got like 2 hours of PTO in an hour, 2 hours of PTO saved up already, right? We're like, you want to just fuck off for an hour and then clock out at 3 and just use the PTO and start our weekend early? You're like, fuck yeah. So he went and like sat in the break room in the corner, and I went and fucked off in Damage Land and ate fucking chips and listened to the Tarkin novel for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we get like 30 minutes of PTO per 10 hours we work.
It looks like
and they don't care what
all the way to microsuck. That stinks.
Oof. Well, those are your local certs.
Yeah, I know. I'm activating that because I want to be able to fly anywhere. Once you activate your local cert, your rep carries your rep in the guild carries.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
I'm activating local certs so I can get it done. I got to see if I think my Hornet can make it all the way to microsuck on 1 tank of fuel. So I'm checking right now.
It can, but you will have to refuel once you get there.
Oh,
assuming you're at a full tank. Yeah, if you're at a full tank, yeah, then you'll make it.
Yeah, I got a full tank. I think an Atlas will make it. You just got to fill it.
An Atlas will make it for sure.
Yeah, so that's the advantage to some of these ships, trading out the Quantum, because they're more fuel efficient. You can go farther.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and knock that out so that it carries.
Your good old Horny Ghost.
Yeah, my good old Hornet Ghost. This is I grind a lot of my rep in my Hornet because it's just like massive amounts of firepower.
Yeah. What I want to do is at some point I want to get a hold of the Arlington F7A that Les flies, the first guy, and I want to see if we can't like rip off the size, the canard turret and his ball turret, and throw it on a Horny Ghost. Because then you'd have dual size 3s on top, and then a much smaller dual size 2 canard turret underneath. That's a lot harder to get shot off because it's not just sticking out there.
Systems ready to go.
Yeah, I really hope they give the same amount of love to these other ships that they gave to the Gladius. I mean, the Gladius is a good ship. It's just not good enough anymore. The meta is shifting. I'm seeing that. And particularly,
it's becoming, the medium fighters are starting to take over because they're so much better at swapping roles.
Well, that's why they're called multi-role fighters. But even really good pilots in our org. I mean, like top-notch, like edge of being Avenger Squadron good, or actually better than Avenger Squadron. They're in Pack Squadron, for example.
Yeah.
Those people are even telling me I cannot fly anything higher than a VHRT in a light fighter when they used to be able to fly all the way up to ERTs.
Oh yeah, I mean VA and I've seen it the way that you know they knife fight you. You know,
You are
Yeah,
clear
they're
to
Lord
starting
helps
to
you if you're in a light fighter and
launch
you
heavy.
and you're the escort or the
Affirmative.
target of a
30
VH-30
meters.
happens
You
to
have
be
recon.
a hurricane. You're
Landing modules
fucked.
retracted.
Oh,
You have
absolutely.
one pass to
Gear
take
coming
that
up.
thing down, or you're
Landing
screwed.
gear raised.
You know, I mean
Yep,
a Valkyrie
they
or a
do.
Vanguard,
Yours.
Thank you.
you have a little bit more leeway because they are heavier ships. You know, but even then, it's hit or miss. You know,
Oh, I do know.
yeah.
So I'm
Pretty sure my-
like I said, I'm liking the meta change. I'm liking the fact
Yeah.
that they're finally bringing the ships back into reality. You know, a
Yeah.
light fighter should not be. While it should be maneuverable and harder to hit, it should not be capable or able because of the size of the weapons. Just the size of the weapons alone. You know, you take size 1s and you go flying up against an Idris, you're just dinking on the shield.
You're just pissing it off.
You won't even pass through the shields, let alone get to the armor. But right now,
Yeah.
people flying with a crew can fly all light fighters and take out an Idris. Not correct.
Yeah.
Not correct.
No, not at all. You know,
Quantum drive is now.
I mean, that is what I loved about before they did the weapon shift. Is the hammerhead? If you wanted to fight a hammerhead, you needed something like a Connie.
Yeah.
You needed something where you had the same range as that hammerhead, because anything lighter, you know, size 3 or below, you had to go 2 kilometers further to make your guns hit, while he has 2 kilometers of just free range to light your ass up.
Right. Well, they're going to go back to the balanced weapon damage / effect on ships, and it's going to happen when the 4.0 hits. So we're at 3.2, and they're talking 4.0 next year. Okay, so we're headed up to 3.2 at the end of this year.
Yeah, I mean, they also mentioned 4.0 this year. Well, you see how much that worked out.
No, that ain't gonna. That we already knew that 4.0 wouldn't hit, but when 4.0 happens and Pyro goes live, I'm gonna be making bank. I have a Starfarer. I'm going to be selling fuel. I'm going to be selling quantum. I'm going to be selling hydrogen, and I'm going to have a fighter escort. I'm not playing.
Look at this way. If they refuse to pay for the fuel, then you just hand them over to the Imperial Reclamation Service.
I'll just contact human reassignment. No, the thing is they have to prepay for fuel. That's the nice thing.
Yeah, I know.
So if they click that accept button, the money comes out of their account. The problem is getting pirated, right? So what we thought of is we're going to buy, or we're going to get a hold of a second Gemini, or a Starfire, I should say, and we're going to take the fuel tanks off, and we're going to put Furies on where the tanks on the pylons to put them instead of the tanks. Then you can fit 8 more Furies inside the cargo bay.
Turn it into a fucking Star Destroyer.
Yes. So somebody fucks off and they don't want to, and they start attacking you. Then they have a swarm of Furies to contend with.
Yeah, and that's when you hear that the Idris is flight ready in 4.0, and it's like, Dorothy, we need you. I'm coming. It's like, oh, why do I hear boss music? I just say all you hear is the Imperial March blaring in the distance.
Right. So. Again, I'm excited for 4.0. I'm excited for Pyro. I'm seeing the changes that CIG are making to the other game loops, other than bounty hunting. The changes to the game loops like mining and now vehicle servicing and trade. Yeah. They've made some really positive changes to this game. They really have.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling the dead air because I'm in the middle of quantum, and I got that bug where you don't hear the quantum drive, so it's just you hear the background music for Star Citizen.
I fucking love it, right? So, did you hear that they've actually released a Hogwarts Legacy multiplayer mod finally? You don't have to subscribe to Patreon afterwards.
No, I did not hear that.
Yeah, apparently they had like 160 people on like one server to stress test it a few months ago. Yeah, and apparently it went well. Yeah.
Well, that's going to change the paradigm of Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, it's like that was fun. That was absolutely fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can already one-tap anything in the game without using the killing curse.
Really?
Yeah. all of my gear is legendary, and it's all got laceration 3.
Oh wow!
And I just chug a Maxima potion with the Maxima mastery, so I do 300% more damage, and I just hit your ass with Defendo, and it just one taps you.
Defendo.
Yeah, the cutting one.
Yeah. So
yeah, just one tap you.
When the 318 fiasco occurred, luckily Hogwarts Legacy came out, and I bought
Yeah.
played Hogwarts from beginning to end. Loved the game; it was fun, but as a single player game, it's a bit of a grind. So I got through that, and I also replayed Cyberpunk 2077 from beginning to end. I played a brand new character beginning to end. Was really, really good.
What life path did you choose?
I chose a street kid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was a street kid. I didn't do nomad, and I didn't do corporate. I did street kid, and I like that. That worked out really well.
I love Corpo. That's like my favorite one.
Yeah, it was fun. I like the updates they've made. The graphics fucking much better. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, I have a pretty high-end system, and I paid a lot of money to build it. And I'd get on that game, and it sounded like a fucking small jet craft was taking off underneath my desk, because all of the fans would suddenly go to max speed. Whoa. And I'm like, wow. And I could feel the heat coming off of the, because I keep my...
You need to get that maximum airflow build like I've got.
I have a max airflow. What do you think?
I have all of the airflow, though.
No, I have the Corsair Airflow 4000D case. So that thing has got a lot of airflow. Trust me. Oh, hi, Noe. I heard that noise.
He's getting snuggles right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, I could feel the heat coming off the PC, but I got to tell you, it was about time for AMD to get caught up, because their drivers from the end of last year needed to be updated. The drivers hit in March, and I'm at the most updated driver for playing Star Citizen and everything else. Everything is beautiful. I have had so few client-side crashes. Because of the driver. It's been so nice. They fixed the bug that they had. So AMD is back. It is stronger than ever. And I think NVIDIA is screwing the pooch, and they're going downhill fast.
Yeah. So I'm sure, I don't know if I've asked you this question. Have you ever played Skyrim? No. There's a multiplayer mod for it, which I think you would enjoy, just fucking around until you run into a giant and piss it off, and then you get, enlisted in Skyrim's space exploration program.
I've been playing like fantasy RPG games for ages and ages and ages.
Yeah.
And that's because that was what was really popular back in the early 2000s. I mean, let's look at World of Warcraft that as evidence. Diablo came out. I mean, I was playing Diablo on Battle.net multiplayer. Now that was fucking fun.
Battle.net, fuck.
Yeah, back in the day.
Talk about a throwback.
Yeah, well, this was back when you were still either on really fast 56.6 dial-up, or you were on cable. The very first cable internet was starting to come out right about that time. So, yeah, Battle.net. And then
I remember America Online was just AIDS.
Well, I mean, I was one of the alpha testers and beta testers for World of Warcraft. Blizzard was, very kind and approached me because I'd been very active in the community for Diablo and whatnot. And so when they started developing Warcraft and World of Warcraft, Warcraft was a strategy game to begin with. And then they developed World of Warcraft as a role-playing game, as an extension of the strategy game. And that's cool, because it used to be humans versus orcs, and that's all it was. And I played it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But then I started getting into alpha testing and playing. And long or the short, I played a lot of fantasy role-playing games throughout my gaming lifetime. And they don't elicit as much joy as flight simulators or combat simulators with aircraft.
Yeah.
Now that I have role-playing MMORPG, first-person shooter capabilities and role-play capabilities with the flight sim in space, I'm never going back.
No, I get you. I will say, if you ever do want to take a place and you don't necessarily mind the grain, Elite Dangerous it's okay. It's no Star Citizen, but at least there the servers are stable.
I gotta say,
Quantum drive
I'm
is
probably
now
going to
on.
regret saying what I'm about to say, but I believe that they turned off. It seems to me like they might have turned off Xenothreat. I haven't seen one pop. And
They have turned it off. It was running for I think they ran for like 24 hours.
Yeah,
Quantum
For
drive
like
is now on.
so server stability is back because
Yeah.
you can tell when Xenothreat's active. I mean, everything goes to shit. Everything.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
everybody in the community got
Yeah.
up in arms.
Like I said, I understood why they do it, but I think a little bit more of a heads up than hey, we're just gonna turn it the fuck on everybody would have been
Right.
nice. You know, give us at least 12 hours of notice. That way, it's like okay, so we're all not like, whoa, the fucking server just took a shit. Oh wait,
no.
Xenothreat's running. That explains it.
No, we didn't even experience the server took a shit. We got the message, the Xenothreat message, and then the server took a shit. We were like, oh,
Yeah.
man. It
Yeah.
sucked. It sucked.
Quantum drive.
I was glad I was at work when that went down. Like I ain't gotta worry about that.
Okay, so I did the New Babbage flip. I'm going to Port T. I don't want to land at New Babbage to fuel.
Yeah.
Quantum drive
Because I'm
is
literally
now
just
on.
doing one bounty
Quantum
here, and
drive
then I'm
is
headed
now
back.
on.
Yeah.
So they finally got something really, really right at all planets. Now, when the sunlight passes through the atmosphere of a planet, it's got a red tinge to it. When it shines on something like a space station, Port Tressler is bright red
Yeah.
right now because of the sun going through the atmosphere. They did it with Crusader. It was correct. You know, that happens. That's why we have the blood moon eclipse. So
Yeah.
I'm really digging the fact that they're using light physics and atmosphere effects and all that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean
that's
this is a cool game.
that's one thing that I hate that people will bring up when talking about Star Citizen. It's like, oh, the game is in alpha. It's like, yeah, but they're making all of this shit in house. It's all tech that they are developing. It's never been done before.
Yeah, they've
You know?
developed 17 different pieces of technology so far, just so far, for an MMO
Yeah.
RPG. 17 unique pieces of technology that never existed, and they're still going. And what a lot of people don't understand is this isn't the game we bought. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
What game did we back?
Squadron 42.
This is the sandbox
Yeah.
for Squadron 42. That's
Yeah.
what this is.
Yeah. By the way, your stream still says Star Citizen Saturday.
Oh, it does? I thought I changed it. I can change that. I'm going to
No,
take a quick break and change that.
I figured I'd let you know as I just noticed that.